Welcome to Thriver TV, the place to break free with true solutions to heal for real from narcissistic abuse and painful relationship patterns. More than just information to survive, you are granted the tools to thrive. In today's episode, I want to take you on a fascinating dive regarding what is really behind the narcissist's personality. So we're going to start off by looking today at the facade of the narcissist, then the cracks that start appearing, the true master underneath who the narcissist is really serving, and you accepting this truth and what that really means for you. But just before we get started, I want you to remember to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and like the video if you find it helpful. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to start off with the narcissist facade. What is that really about? So a narcissist is putting forth a persona which is all about securing an agenda. So who do they need to be, and in what context do they need to present themselves in order to be able to secure a particular result? So for example, in a dating situation, a narcissist may mimic your body language and appear really caring and attentive. So in a business situation where they're trying to secure you as a business partner, they could pretend to have all of the qualities that you're looking for. Maybe it's the confidence, maybe it's the ability to be able to negotiate deals. You see, the thing is, narcissists are very, very clever at working out whatever is required, whatever it is that you're looking for, and then pretend to be the solution to that. So they could also be in any other situation just really charming and, appear to be really helpful, and of course somebody that you can trust. So what happens is, as you start to get into a relationship with a narcissist on whatever level that may be, whether it's a neighbor or whether it's a love situation, or it could be within business or an associate or a business partner, whatever it is. The important thing to understand is, what is the agenda? What is it that the narcissist is after? Fundamentally, what it is, it's narcissistic supply, and that can be quite a few different things. It could be, it's an energy that feeds them. It's attention, it's acclaim, it's significance, it's power. So this could be things like sex or money or contacts or possessions or whatever feeds the false self, whatever feeds the ego. Narcissists need to be a level above everybody else. They want to be unique. They want to be superior. They want to be above everybody. So that's what narcissistic supply is all about. And then as the relationship with the narcissist comes into being, what happens is cracks are going to start showing up, because a false self can't stand the test of time. The truth always comes out. And how you start seeing that with a narcissist is, if things aren't going according to plan of the agenda, which is the false self narrative, the way that they need to see it unfold, they have expectations. A narcissist has expectations because they're needy, they're insecure, they need particular outcomes to be able to retain the narrative about themselves and their superiority, and they need to secure things to feel better about the false self, to keep it buffered up. So what you'll see is that things are not going to go always to plan the way the false self needs it to go. So they're the cracks. They're the things where you will see the narcissist triggered on a hairline. It may be a way that you respond, or it may be something that's happened, or even the way that you look at them. They react in ways that normal, healthy, or even moderately healthy adults don't do. It's like childish angry outbursts, and it's always all about them. You know, let's have a look at what is really driving the narcissist, what this false self is really about. And we'd already touched on it, but just to take it a little bit deeper, is the false self is demanding. It can never be appeased. It's like a black hole that no matter how much you fill it up, it's going to spill out at the bottom, because a false self can only get temporary peace and wholeness that is actually not real. It's not real. So this false self, it's like an addict. The more it gets, the more it needs, and it's a bottomless pit. And to the narcissist, you see, the narcissist is ruled by the false self, and everything and anything are tools, they're objects to feed this insatiable monster, which is the means to the end. And the end never comes. It just never comes. So what happens when this false self, this internal master, is not appeased, when it doesn't get enough? The narcissist experiences anxiety, inner trauma, self-loathing, not feeling superior enough to be sane. And the narcissist will attack and try to get more through pathological lying and manipulation and all sorts of tactics. So that's really what is going on with the narcissist. That's the truth of the matter, which leads us to how can you step out of this insanity and being simply a tool and an object to suck dry of your resources, your life force, your attention, your literal energy, to feed this insatiable beast that cannot stop sucking you dry, no matter what. How do you get out of this? It's about you accepting the truth. Who you wanted this person to be doesn't exist. What the narcissist presented at the start, which was all about the charm and the decency and the caring, that was the fictitious character. That was who the narcissist pretended to be, and it's not who they are. What is really there, the true personality of the narcissist, does not care about you. And this is what you need to understand. Doesn't even have the resources to care about you. And you may see a nice person inside, but this was the act. And this is a rare moment. A narcissist in narcissistic injury, when the ego is dismantled momentarily, you may see the hurt, traumatized child inside. But it doesn't last, and it's never going to, because as soon as the narcissist gets any energy, back up go the defenses, and back up comes the ego and the false self, which is a monster that cannot stop doing what it does. You really need to understand that wanting a narcissist to be decent and caring and play team and care for you is like wanting a crocodile to fetch a ball like a dog and roll over while you scratch its belly. It's impossible. It's not going to happen. The narcissist doesn't even have the right side of their brain operating in compassion and empathy and oneness. They just don't. So what does this really mean? That the empathy, the oneness, and the connection, you're not going to get it from the narcissist, which is a false self and a false source. You can only get that from yourself. This is the inner journey of coming home to self. This is about self-partnering and turning inwards to grant yourself all of the things that you wanted from the narcissist. This is a journey of so within, so without, When you become that self-partnered healing wholeness source to yourself, no longer will you try to get these things from a false self. It's actually, you won't even be interested. It'll be totally repugnant and repulsive to you to even try. It's not who you are anymore. And I know it's a really horrible awakening at first when you realize that this person just doesn't have the capacity to love you. They don't want to play team. They don't want to do teamwork. They're not after relationship wholesomeness and health and caring and kindness. They're actually after narcissistic supply, which is always going to empty you out all the way to your demise. So this is a journey of learning to love and heal you. And I'd love to help you do that in my 3 Keys to Thriving After Narcissistic Abuse workshop, where the healing and the information is going to give you so much relief and power. And a lot of people really do report that after this session, that it helps them so much. So you can connect to that by clicking the link at the top right of this video. I really hope that this has helped, and it's really helped you understand what's going on with the narcissist. And I'm so looking forward to answering your questions and your comments below about this. So until the next one, keep smiling, keep healing, and keep thriving, because there's nothing else to do. Lots of love. Bye-bye.